Libra, hello. Welcome to Coffee, Sage, and Tarot. This is going to be your monthly reading for November 2025. We're going to take a look at what you should be letting go as well as what you should be embracing as we head into the new month and the theme of the month already. Once we've gone ahead and gotten the clarifiers and gone through the board, we're going to flip a card over for final thoughts, and that's anything that Spirit has for you, just to kind of close out the reading. Okay, let's go ahead and see. The cards have been pre-shuffled here, and please do keep in mind that these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and reverse any energies as you see fit. These are general, not a one-size-fits-all, and there may be some things that come up that don't apply to you, and maybe some things that feel bang on. Okay? Last time. All right. Thank you. I've already redone my stickies once, and okay, let's see here. I'll keep that one like that. Okay. So for letting go, we have that Seven of Cups. Capricorn had this as well in the same position, so we'll clarify that and see what that means for you. But this idea of maybe your head's in the clouds, maybe you're getting lost in fantasy as opposed to bringing yourself back down into reality here. Letting the options get away with you, letting your mind run away from you so that we're not grounded in reality, right? Embrace here, Libra, as we head into November. Two of Swords. I would definitely, during your meditation here, was getting some sort of, we're reserving judgment. We're waiting. Very much in a holding pattern. So we'll see how that comes up here. But, you know, maybe some hesitation here, we're going to wait. We'll just wait, right? And we'll see more of that as we clarify. The theme of November is that Ace of Wands. So there's some sort of spark here. You know, maybe you're getting fired up about something here. I wonder if that's bringing you back to reality a little bit. Whatever this spark is, whatever you're getting fired up about. But then you're hesitating on it, which is interesting. We do have that Seven of Wands in the shadow. At arm's length, I'm hearing. So I'm wondering if you're keeping people at arm's length or keeping some sort of aspect at arm's length here. Not allowing this particular situation, individual, whatever this is that we're speaking on for you, Libra, you're not letting it get too close. And with this fire here, I'm wondering if that kind of also applies to this Ace of Wands here. I'm wondering if there's an opportunity. I'm wondering if you're letting it pass you by here. It's interesting. On the split there as I go to shuffle. So we have that Five of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, we'll see. Let's get more clarification here. It's almost as if you're turning away from that opportunity. Let's get some more clarifiers here. For Libra, show me that Seven of Cups, please. Show me that Seven of Cups, please. Interesting. Show me that Two of Swords, please, for Libra. Show me that Two of Swords for Libra, please. Show me that Two of Swords for Libra. Cards have been jumping so much, but it's like I don't want to leave my hands. Not just for you, Libra, for everyone here. Okay. Thank you. Oh, I didn't even see those. How funny. How funny. Okay. Interesting. It's like they were perfectly there, just waiting for me to realize that, oh, we've already clarified that Ace of Wands. All right. So let's get into it here. All right. So clarifying the Seven of Cups, we have the Six of Swords, the Three of Wands, and the Six of Wands in the reverse. I don't like that for you, and I don't think you like that feeling either. I'm wondering if you were so caught up in like escaping reality or not seeing things as they were, that when you're kind of pulled out of that state, things kind of seem not as they should be. And you're kind of off center. You're not grounded, okay, is what I'm seeing here. And so there's a bit of an adjustment period that needs to take place. Sorry about that, Libra. With the Six of Swords, the Three of Wands, and that Six of Wands in the reverse. Yeah. So you're moving away from the illusion, fantasy, kind of getting lost in our thoughts, getting lost in the multitude of choice that you have. And it feels like you don't know how to navigate this. There's a willingness to come out of the clouds and come. I don't know if you're grounded. I don't know if you're kind of coming to earth, but you're definitely not in the clouds anymore. Okay, there is like a willingness to let that go. And you're coming out of that here, being more open and receptive to, your surroundings. But there's an aspect that's kind of like, whoa, almost like you got your sea legs. You don't really know quite how to navigate as you're coming out of this, right? Coming back to reality regarding this situation, you're kind of like, ooh, I don't really know where to go or how to move forward here. That's kind of what I'm seeing. For some of you, that could even mean like in a certain social situation, you might be making a fool of yourself, or what you perceive to be a fool. You might look, you might be the brunt of a joke, or the brunt of a few jokes, something like that, where there's some kind of social aspect of humiliation is what I'm picking up on for you, Libra. And it's kind of like just because you're getting your bearings here. So you're not quite, you're coming out of this fog, but you're having trouble, like I said, just finding your bearings here. You might not know how to navigate this yet. You may not that you don't have all the information. There's something else here. It's on the tip of my tongue. It's like you not, and it could also be not that you're being made a fool of, but you're not ready to navigate some certain social situation here. Okay. In terms of embracing with that Two of Swords, we have that clarified by the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the Two of Pentacles, sorry, and that Four of Cups here. So, yeah, it's like you're eating cake a little bit, and something hasn't gone accordingly. So I'm wondering if you were caught up in some sort of, you were too checked out, or you were too lost in the clouds that you made a misstep, right? And there's a theme of failure in some sort of way. So this could be perceived failure. You think you exhibited some wrongdoing, something didn't go accordingly, something finished not in the way that you wanted it to. Okay, I am getting failure for some of you. For some of you, it's just an alternate ending that you didn't see happening, but that cycle has come to a close regardless. Okay. And it feels like you're not completely satisfied with how things ended. And so with this hesitation here, you're maybe a little bit unsure of how to kind of navigate this, where to go next. Okay. And with that Two of Pentacles there, it seems like that is extending into your physical environment. Not really sure where to tread, not really sure how to navigate. So kind of doing this, I wonder if you're not distracting yourself here, keeping your hands busy, okay, as you continue on, as you head into November here. Just not really. And again, see, it's almost like that rejection of that opportunity. It feels like there's something that's trying to come through, trying to come your way, and it's coming by wand, right? Energy. And I'm not too sure if you're taking that opportunity. It's coming by cup, and you're not interested. Whatever this is, it feels like the universe keeps kind of presenting it to you in different ways. And you're either not interested or you're scared because of, I'm wondering if this is embarrassment or shame or something. There's some sort of kind of negative connotation as it relates to whatever this ace is, whatever this opportunity is. And there's just a negative feeling surrounding this opportunity for you, Libra. And so there's reservations, there's hesitations, and whatever this misstep was with that Ten of Pentacles in reverse here, it just feels like it kind of has you shook a little bit, and you're not quite sure what to do next. So you're kind of guarded, right? You're on the fence here. Uncharted territories. You could be in a new situation here, and you really don't know how to navigate that or how to put your best foot forward here. Because you ate cake, you put your mouth in it, or whatever kind of happened here, it feels like there was some sort of aspect of humiliation or embarrassment or something along that line. Okay, take it as it resonates, that has you feeling unsure. All right, and unsure of taking the universe up on any opportunity, despite it being kind of offered to you multiple times here, right? Keeping at arm's distance, keeping at arm's length here, because you're not ready to integrate whatever this is into your being. Interesting here. So for the theme, we do have that Ace of Wands. That's clarified again by another ace here. We've got the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and that Wheel of Fortune in the shadow. We've got the Queen of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Magician there. Yeah, I mean, it feels like you want to make something happen, and that could be why you were ready to kind of come out of this this state here and come back into reality or practicality. You want to make something happen. You want to listen to yourself. Maybe you thought you were listening to yourself and you weren't, and now you're kind of hesitant on how to proceed. So you're kind of in a holding pattern and trying to be as methodical as possible. Yeah, and just like there's hesitation. Okay, that's very apparent here with the Ace of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune here. There's some aspect of you or some component of you that I don't know if you're ignoring or you're not allowing to come through or you're forcing it down. And I'm wondering if that has to do with this Seven of Cups, kind of living in that fantasy land or checking out, or the desire to do that. My energy doesn't want to be here, but practically I know I need to be, kind of deal. Like, for example, like the urge to just check out and play video games every chance you get, right? But you know that you can't keep playing video games day in and day out on your free time because you have obligations. Maybe you have a family, you have a partner, you have, extracurricular hobbies that take you outside of, needing to or wanting to play video games with your spare time, right? You know that you can't kind of exist in that fantasy land, but you really don't want to be there, and you really don't want to be anywhere else but playing your video games, and the universe is saying, but there's some really awesome opportunities elsewhere, or there's some great opportunities to do this here or do that there. And because you were playing video games so much, maybe you forgot a work presentation, and so you had that presentation, it didn't really go accordingly, and now you're kind of like, oh, well, I know I need to be here, but I don't want to be here. I'd rather be playing my video games because that's where I'm comfortable. But the universe is trying to present you opportunities outside of that kind of fantasy realm, right? Again, just an example of it. But it's that kind of vibe where this shouldn't be taking up all of your time, but you're also a little bit reluctant to be where you are. And in that reluctance, you're not really seeing the opportunities that the universe is trying to give you, or put a different way, you're not really seeing the possibilities located in your reality of, oh, if I could just do this a little bit more. Oh, if I could just practice this a little bit more. And I feel like some sort of, maybe you tried or you put yourself out there in some way and it didn't go accordingly. And that's making you even more hesitant and even more reluctant to kind of give this another shot or a shot, right? And so, with this Ace of Wands here, and the aces are neither good nor bad, right? And it just because they are presented to us doesn't mean we have to take them. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here for you, Libra, is that you're hesitant to direct your energy elsewhere. You're hesitant to get fired up about anything here, or really you're hesitant to take this on, I feel, because you're not, it's almost like we've been there, done that. I already know how this is going to end, kind of vibe. So definitely guarded here. Okay, Libra, let's go ahead and get some final thoughts for that Seven of Cups. Let's get some final thoughts for that Seven of Cups. Thank you. Eight of Wands. It's interesting that it's fire energy, right? And it does. It feels like you're coming out of somewhere. you're coming out, yeah, you're coming out of something. So you're directing your energy to a different place, that's for sure. But beyond that, we'll see. Time will tell. Let's clarify that Two of Swords, please. Anything else for Libra for that Two of Swords? All right. Knight of Cups, Nine of Cups. So that Knight of Cups, and then the Eight of Cups. Lots of cup energy there just for right now. We're going to talk about this. Embrace, Knight of Cups, Nine of Cups. Whatever hesitation and guardedness, I know that's not a word, but whatever hesitation and guardedness you feel, it feels like Spirit is saying push past that. Especially with this Knight of Cups, is almost in a challenging, let's explore, let's dive in, let's get strategic, methodical, let's plot this out here. Right, confronting that opponent or that thing head on here, Libra. And I feel like that thing is this aspect of yourself that feels hesitant, that feels guarded, that feels unsure. You're like, the universe is almost kind of saying here, popping in to say, like, let's explore that. Nine of Cups, you know, personal success, personal fulfillment, confidence, right? I don't see that here showing up for you. And it feels almost like the universe is offering you an opportunity to get back to that. And that could be what's behind these aces that we're so kind of hesitant to embrace or give a shot. And it feels like Spirit is coming in and kind of saying, that's just, that's the next step. That's the next part of this. But you're so guarded and keeping opportunity and keeping kind of life at a distance here that you're not seeing that that's on the other side of this discomfort. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at that Ace of Wands. Just a little bit more clarification for that Ace of Wands. Thank you. All right, let's see. Justice. There you are. Took a while, but there you are. Yeah, again, right? She's got the lanterns out at arm's length. She's keeping everything and everyone at a distance, and that's really what it feels like. You're showing up guarded here, right? And that sword across her chest, she's not letting any opportunities in, and that's really what I'm seeing here. No, I'm good. I'll stay right here where I'm comfortable, right? Not allowing that energy to fuel her or light her, like ignite her in any way, get her fired up in any way. We just detached, I would say. And it feels like Spirit is trying to call your attention to that. It's like perhaps there's an adjustment period of, coming back online, say, and becoming more involved or more aware of what's going on, becoming more present. But it just feels like Spirit is trying to say, like, if you're natural or if you're kind of disengaged here or blocking or not really letting people or things or opportunities in here, let's maybe look at that a little deeper and let's explore that a little deeper here. Why are you not engaging? Okay. Let's take a look at your final thoughts, King of Cups. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense here, right? Emotional awareness, emotional accountability here. You're not involved emotionally. I just see you completely disengaged. Autopilot, maybe. You're not allowing anything or anyone to get too close, and it feels like you're kind of denying this King of Cups a little bit. Yeah. Interesting, Libra. Let's see if there's what these cards here have as final thoughts for you. Protest to start a revolution. What does a revolution take? Energy, effort, getting fired up about something, right? Taking on a passion, doing something, engaging, right? Anything else? Perhaps this has to deal with a situation that didn't go your way, or you felt like there was an injustice done, and now you're kind of like, okay, well, I just won't do anything then. But maybe this is something that requires your attention. Maybe you need to start a revolution, protest. Maybe this is a challenge that only you can solve, right, Libra? The sun, paint the sun back into your sky. Yeah, definitely. Homeward, take yourself out on a date. For sure. So we've got 28, 11, and 42 here. I feel like the message being connect back with yourself. Because you do feel disengaged here. You feel kind of, checked out, and it could be that residual feeling from that 7 of Cups energy here as you come back into your body. It just feels like whatever this 6 of Wands here, it just really kind of knocked you. And that 10 of Pentacles, it could be the same event. It could be 2 separate events. And now you're kind of like, kind of defeated, but also kind of like, no, I don't know, like indecisive, unsure, and just rejecting everything because of that instance or those instances that didn't go according to plan, right? So that's what I have for you. Do me a favor and just let me know what it is that didn't go your way. And just know that, we're going to have hiccups and hurdles, and you can't keep yourself guarded, because when you are guarded, you're also closing yourself off to opportunities to move beyond that situation, right? Or move beyond that feeling. Libra, this is what I have for you. I hope you come into yourself again and, start feeling more like yourself and feeling good, and, allow yourself to take yourself out on your date. Maybe that's what you need. Maybe comment below and let me know what you plan on doing just for you, right? And who cares about any expectations or the perception of it or whatever it is, right? Who cares? Do what you got to do for you. And at the end of the day, it's our life. Okay. Thank you so much, Libra, for stopping by. I really appreciate you today and always, and I wish you all the best. You take care.